Hey folks, welcome back to another review. This time I'm just doing a quick review of the SAGA supplement, Age of Vikings. So what this is the Age of Vikings supplement. It contains 12, I believe, Dark Age battle boards and their background and basic rules. Let's just have a quick look through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, we have 12. All the old Dark Age lists and that you should recognise. They're all in here. Some of them have been combined. So like the Welsh now auto includes Strathclyde. So basically you can take a mounted Welsh army, use them as Strathclyde. And the same with the Normans. You can make a Breton-styled army using the Normans. And the combined battle boards of both of those are really good as well. So in this, you've got the Anglo-Saxons, Welsh, Normans, Vikings, Anglo-Danes, the last Romans, which are your Byzantines, Norse Gaels, Irish, Pagan Rus, Scots, Carolingians, and Young Vikings. So this is a hardback book, by the way, a lovely book, and again, the inside is fantastic quality, all nice, and looks great. In it, let's say you've got background, a little bit of background if we just look at the Welsh here. You've got a little bit of background here, then explains a lot about your troops, what kind of troops you can take for each one. They've also got, I don't know if you can see, it's a little reference table here, which is also really useful because a lot of the armors and that have changed slightly from how the old system worked. So if we have a look at levies here, Welsh unit, levies get better armor. It's a 4, yeah, you can see it now, 4 against shooting. I believe levies were 3 previously, whatever they were carrying. So now you have an armed levy, basically. It also has your legendary units. So you've got here 2 for the Welsh. I think pretty much all of them have 2. They've all got some, as I say, the miniature in this just look fantastic. It's a really good book. I believe it's about 30 quid. This, you can't play Saga with just this. You need the rulebook as well. But I've looked at that before. It's just a soft back £10 one. Those rules will go straight through and cover everything in here. Also in here, just give me 1 second. You will find, when I find the, there it is. Old Friends and New Enemies. So this is basically allows you to use the Arthurian one, Arthurian period set that came out. I think it was like the last one that came out with this. So it just goes over a bit, explains a bit how the stats work now in the newer rules. Apparently they were actually played using the newer set of rules, so they should be pretty good. I have noticed a lot of people have questioned it. There's a lot of rules that are worded that don't really fit the newer system. But there is an FAQ out now with an errata in it. And I do believe you can actually buy the errata and like an updated bit of paper that will go with your old book. And all the new Arthurian books now come with that. So this, combined with the Arthurian one, can all be mixed in together. So that helps out a lot. Also in here we've got some new equipment, which are war banners. I'm still a bit confused. I don't know why that wasn't in the main rulebook, because I would have thought this is the kind of rule you'd have right across the board. I can't see why the medieval wouldn't have the banners rule. Sorry, passing vehicle. Wouldn't have the war banners rule. So we've also got swords for hire, and in here you'll find Flemish mercenaries, all the ones that you kind of saw that are you had to download and have a look at. Some new ones in here as well. Things like the priests. Priests are still going, but they are now a hired version. And I love the way this is set out. Units that can hire them. It simply relies on your dice type, so you know you can have them. All the rules to them are also in here. And we also finish off with relics and artifacts. And this section here, there we go, have a look, here we go. This section here gives a bit of a fantasy feel with it. A few special bonuses can be applied, just if you want to have a special scenario and stuff like that. And they work really well. So all in all, this is a fantastic looking book. Got everything you need for it. The battle boards themselves, if you give me a second here, all set out the same, so, you know, it won't get confusing how they all work. Oh, sorry, that's That's a bit better. So all got the same look. These are your abilities you can use more than once. All the abilities are below, or the ones, there we go, you can only use once. We've got the Pagan Rust, the Irish. They've got all the standard things we've seen before. If we can just try and find the Jomsvik. Things like the Jomsvik, which had a special bar which you kept all your wrath on. That's gone now, so they're all standardised as the same one. It's really just keep dice to keep the score of your wrath now. Give me 1 second. We've got the Anglo-Danes, Normans. It's probably going to be the last one in my box. Scots. So yeah, all this comes in this pack. I mean, you know, there's 12 of them here. Keeps you all amused. Carolingians, Scots, and trust me, I couldn't find the Pagan Rust. But yeah, as I say, they're all matching. Pagan Rust, Jomsvik I'm after. They're all exactly the same. You know, no mix on how they are. There's no strange little things. But you do have to read them. Some do different things. If we just have a quick look at the Anglo-Saxons, and of course I found the Jomsvikings as soon as I said that. So as you can see, there's there we go. There's no special bar running along it, which was previously where you gained your wrath. Now you just put a dice next to it. What have we got here? If I just pick up the Anglo-Saxons, so all the top bar is pretty much as you remember from previously. Of course, I've got the Anglo names, so what have I got there? Let's have a look at something like the Vikings, which had the old basic board at the top. So as you see, the Vikings here, we've got the Herdman, the Bondi, and the Thralls, same as before. Then you've got your combat bonus one, and then you've got your activation pool, where you can throw that rare in there and get 2 dice. So the Anglo-Saxon one, same sort of layout, except select third. This allows you to activate Hero Hearthguard, but also any unit of 10 or more. And then the Great Third only activates units of at least 8 figures. And then Third, which activates units of less than 8 figures. So that's quite different, but they've all got that kind of small change to them. So it's well worth looking at them and reading into the book as well. Jomsvik is another one, because they don't have any levy. What they have instead is, so can you see here, we've got Appeal to the Guards, so you can spend 1 to 3 Wrath tokens, as again, no particular tokens, we're just counting dice. Take one of your available Saga dice, roll it and place it on the battle board. So you can get some extra Saga dice there, using your Wrath. But all the others, same as we've seen before, pretty recognisable. All thick card as well, all good quality. I might try and get these laminated, or try and find maybe some pocket carriers that'll take them, just to keep them a bit better protected. But you've got everything here now. There's no chasing around trying to find some more of the different supplements. All one supplement, and this is the future of how they're all coming out. As far as I know now, well, by now Salut's just gone, so we've got the Crusader one is out now. I believe there's going to be a fantasy one and a medieval one. The rulebook itself has got pictures of, you know, samurai and that in it, so I'm sure either that's going to be out in the medieval one, late medieval period, Renaissance period one, or one of its own type. So yeah, that's just a quick look over it. Great book. You need it to get the Dark Age one. The only thing I will say is they did say that they didn't test the different books together, so the Crusader one might not be balanced with the Dark Age one, might not be balanced with the Fantasy one, which is okay. So if you've got a group now, they can just all play the one. If you're running a tournament, it'll probably set around the one. When I get hold of, I don't know if I'm going to get the Crusader one. I'll see which one's going to come next, and maybe get a hold of it and see how they do balance out. I can't believe they're going to be too far out. I mean, it's a pretty basic system. But I did notice of the Crescent and Cross, some of their abilities on there were quite powerful compared to the previous editions. Alright, that's all I'm going to leave you with, and I shall see you next time. Farewell.